Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Hub back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about what the Jacksonville Jaguars offseason plan should be after their season ended last Sunday when they lost to the Tennessee Titans 28-20 and were eliminated from the postseason play. They beat the Houston Texans in week 12 and were 8-3 and had an amazing chance to win the AFC South until things just collapsed. And to finish their last 6 games of the season, they were 1-5 to finish the year. So it was a bad finish, and they just fired their whole defensive staff as their defense in the last couple games was not good at all. What do the Jaguars need to do this offseason to make things better? Here's what I would start with. You have some guys that are great impact players for your team that are going into free agency. Here's number one. I would franchise tag Josh Allen. There's gonna be an option to franchise tag either Josh Allen or Calvin Ridley. I think it's gonna be like a decision where, last year when the New York Giants were down to the decision, do we franchise tag Daniel Jones or do we franchise tag Saquon Barkley? I think Josh Allen's a way better player than Calvin Ridley, and also they're both they play different sides of the ball, but I think they end up franchise tagging Josh Allen to bring him back for next season and then try to sign him to an extension or re-sign him next free agency, and then play to re-sign Calvin Ridley. And if they cannot re-sign Calvin Ridley, I think they will be in play to get another wide receiver through free agency, maybe a guy like T. Higgins from the Cincinnati Bengals. But I think Jacksonville should and probably will franchise tag Josh Allen, try to work out an extension with him, and re-sign Calvin Ridley. Now, the next part for the Jaguars through the offseason I think they need to work on is working on extensions for some of their guys that rookie contracts will be over soon. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, and Tyson Campbell, three guys that have been great when they drafted in Trevor Lawrence's draft class in the 2021 draft. I think a Trevor Lawrence extension, you will see that through at some point of the offseason. I don't know about Travis Etienne and Tyson Campbell, but I think you will see a Trevor Lawrence extension throughout the offseason at some point. Then, like I said, find a good defensive staff. I don't really have any ideas on who they should hire as their defensive coordinator or who they should bring in to fill out the whole defensive staff, because keep in mind they did fire their whole defensive staff. But right now, if I'm the Jaguars, franchise tag Josh Allen, re-sign Calvin Ridley, find a good defensive staff, extend Trevor Lawrence, and the final pieces, you have that 17th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. What do you do with that? I think you have to protect Trevor Lawrence. I'm going with that offensive tackle, Amarius Mims from Georgia, 6'7", was really good at Georgia. I think he'd be a good addition for the Jaguars, and I think you need to protect Trevor with some of the injuries he was having at the end of the year, and it was a little bit of a struggle. So if I'm the Jags, I'm going ahead and I'm going to draft an offensive tackle at that number 17th overall pick, and I think Amarius Mims will be a guy that will be available at the 17th overall pick. If he's not, I don't really know who you go with, but I think it has to be an offensive tackle or something to the offensive line. And if you're doing anything else in free agency, you need to target offensive line to protect Trevor Lawrence some more. I think the Jags need to improve their offensive line. I think you do it in the draft at number 17, and obviously you need to bring back Josh Allen, and preferably need to bring back Calvin Ridley. You can replace Calvin Ridley with a guy like T. Higgins, but if T. Higgins is not an option for Jacksonville, re-sign Calvin Ridley, franchise tag Josh Allen, and get Trevor Lawrence some protection and get him an extension as well. Let me know your thoughts on the video, and let me know your thoughts on what the Jacksonville Jaguars should do this offseason in the comment section, and peace out.